founding father of APC, even from the formation. And being us the members of the National Executive Committee of this party, we feel we should identify with people like you, ask for advice on how to move our party forward. At least APC as a party, we so much believe as a government, as a party that produces the government under the leadership of President Muhammadu Buhari. APC has done a lot of projects and a lot of programs in terms of a lot of developmental program and projects for Nigerians. And we so much believe as a party leaders, our party has not done bad for Nigerians that give us opportunity to lead in 2015 to 2019, 2019 to now where we are. And we so much believe that we have a lot of good stories that need to be told to Nigerians so that Nigerians will know what this government, this administration under the leadership of President Muhammadu Buhari has done. In terms of insecurity, when we come, we know where we find ourselves. When we come, issue of agri, this government has done so much. Issue of rent, and issue of empowerment in terms of youth and women. Under this government, knowing fully government cannot accommodate everybody, but this administration initiated a lot of empowerment and employment programs. Recently, there is a lot of money that this government released in terms of youth empowerment and employment, which the last inauguration of Mr. President made it clear, and he promised that he's going to pull out almost 1 million Nigerian people out of poverty, which he has taken the direction through different agencies. And we know you as the leader, being the chief law officer of this country, Minister of Justice, you have been doing so much in terms of fighting against corruption, coming with a lot of policy and reform programs to make sure that at least it protects the image of this country, even from the international community. We know what we have made before we come into the power. So as the leaders of this party, we feel we should identify with leaders like you who seek for advice on how to do more and at least carry our members that at least have confidence and vote us in 2015 and 2019. And to give you assurance that as the leaders of the party, we'll keep on doing our possible best to make sure that at least we'll protect the image of this party. And we will be loyal to this government, and we'll keep on calling the attention of people to understand the effort of this government that is doing. Because one thing that is missing is most at times, our friends, the medias, they are only eager to celebrate and send the negative side of our stories. But this, our government has done a lot of things. And we take it as the next members upon us that we must do everything possible to keep on projecting the activities and the programs of this, our government. So that is why we decided to identify with you for familiarization and other consultation. And Your Excellency, thank you very much for giving us this opportunity. But before you come in, I would just like one person to share.
On the social intervention programs that has cut across board. But I want to let you know that most of this doesn't actually go down to the grassroots. And that is because in most of what is done, we can't concentrate in Abuja, and we cannot just concentrate on capitals without looking at our grassroots people that will bring us back to power when we are going to be there. Another very important thing is that there are agencies that we have in this country. A lot of good agencies based on what the president did. He made his promises, he's keeping to it. Is it effective? Has it been taken down the system? That is the next question. So the agencies should be able to liaise with the party people to make sure that those things goes to the grassroots. It is us that are the party.
And indeed, the leaders, both by right and by election at the point of the APC as a party. Let me welcome you first to the office of the Attorney General of the Federation, and then register on record the fact that I'm happy with the name APC NEC Integrity Group. What matters to me most and what I find appealing and motivational associated with you as a group is the word integrity. As a party, we have indeed won election in 2015. And in the course of marketing our party, we built our product on the basis one of the fight against corruption, 2, economy, and 3, security. But above all, the selling point, major selling point of our party was the integrity element of it. In fighting corruption, we believe that we must have some level of integrity. In building the economy, we must have some level of integrity. In fighting, in insecurity, fighting insecurity, the integrity element of it is a major component. So the fact that you have chosen integrity as forming part of the group, I find it indeed very appealing, and I want to register on record that I am indeed ready to work with you. As rightly stated by a member, Abubakar Sadiq, our party has not done too bad. We have great and good stories to tell, and that can be established factually and not out of mere rhetorics. When you talk of empowerment, we have not done too bad. We have indeed a lot to establish. The fact that we have done unprecedentedly well as far as empowerment and social investment programs are concerned. With particular reference to the fact that out of this realization, Mr. President has now put in place a committee comprising of the party under the chairmanship of the caretaker chairman, with the participation of the executive and indeed the participation of the leadership of the National Assembly. And I'm equally happy to report to you that our last meeting of the committee had indeed established and agreed on a point that indeed we must have to develop a culture of working with the party at the national, state, and local level for the purpose of establishing our party. We were in agreement that the party was not being adequately empowered and was not being adequately patronized. And arising from that inadequacy, that is why at the grassroots as it is today, our policies as a national government was being hijacked even in the states that are not APC states. What you do in terms of empowerment, the PDP government at the state level take it over, take ownership of the process simply because we refuse and we have not taken a deliberate decision to empower our party at the local level.